Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing driveshaft seal on this Fiat Punto 08 reg. Oh, we'll have to get it jacked up first now and put the axle stands under so it's safe. Oh, it's a bit low down that car is, can't get my big jack under. We'll get the small jack. Right, what I've had to do is get a little jack and put a little jack underneath the car and just jack it up a little bit so I can get the bigger jack on. Right, we'll get it jacked up with the big jack now. Right, we'll get it up as high as we can. And get the axle stands under so it's safe. Just go get a bit of wood now. I'll just put some bits of wood underneath the axle stands so we don't damage the car underneath then. Do the other side. There we go, slow it down now on the axle stands. There we go. That's nice and safe. Right, we'll take the wheel off, take the wheel trim off. Let's find a socket. Yeah, 17mm. We'll use the air gun for whizzing them off. There we go. More wheel off. Pull that out the road. Right, we've just got to undo this hub nut now. If I can show you. Just got to unbend these up a little bit. We'll undo it, so let's get cracking on that then. Right, it's a 32mm socket. Let's see if we can undo it with this. Just spray a bit of WD-40 on it. Let's see if we can undo it with the air gun. Don't think that's man enough, is it? Oh, I've just wedged the screwdriver, hopefully jam it up a bit. Let's see if we can undo it now with the big ball. Oh! There we go. It's gone. I should have really undone this when the car was down on the floor with the wheel on. Just took the wheel trim off and then done it that road. There you go. There we go, that's off. Put that somewhere safe so you don't lose it. Right, I've just gone and fetched me LED light. There we go, that's what it is. Brilliant bit of kit this is. Made Sealy's made it. If you can see that. Right, let's show you now what I've got to undo. Let's just take you off the tripod. Bear with me. Right, if you can see that nut there, that nut down there, I advise anybody to wire brush them first, then put some WD-40 on before you even undo it, because the threads are a bit rusty on that, like you can see. So let's get the drill out and we wire brush it down then. Let's wire brush it down. WD-40. Wire brush the other side if you can get at it. I'll just turn the steering wheel now. I'll just wire brush this down a little bit. Right, let's undo this bolt at the bottom now. Right, it's a 16mm socket and a 16mm spanner. Get the air gun on it. No, it's not man enough. So we'll get the big bar on it now then. There you go. There we go. Oh, that's tough. That is the trouble with old cars, rusty bolts. There we go. That's off. Right, we've just got to drift out the bolt now. Right, let's drift this out then. There we go. I'll make sure you save that. Alright, we just got to break this now, the ball joint at the bottom, and pop it out. Give it a bit of a tap. I've just got an old screwdriver. Put it at the back of there. Just getting into the trouble. It's a bit rusty. There we go, it's a bit rusty, that is. Let's put a bit of WD-40 at it. Right, I've got a prize bar here. Oh, that is a bit stuck, that is. Right. Bit of brute force. There you go, it's moved a bit. There she goes. There we go. Right. Right, we're just going to remove the drive shaft out of this. Oh, there you go. It's free, that is already. There we go. We'll just got to take the drive shaft out of the gearbox now. I'll just show you why we're changing it. Look at that, it's all wet. The gearbox oil. There you go. So I think it needs to be changed for the MOT anyway. So we'll just got to get that drive shaft out now, the gearbox. So we'll have to get a tray so we can catch the oil what's going to come out the gearbox. Right, got a prize bar here. Try to prize it out. They are awkward to do. There we go. There she goes. Just move my torch. There you go. And it's out. The old gearbox oil. Let that drain out now. There you go, and there's the oil draining out now, the gearbox. And there's the seal what I've got to replace. We'll just wait for a bit and let that drain out, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Oh, we'll have a bit of a clean up now. Clean all the mess up. Right, I've just cleaned it up quickly. Now I've just got to remove the gearbox seal, so if you go gently with the prize bar in, go gently and pop the seal out. There we go. Oh, there's the old seal out now. It has gone a bit brittle, gotta admit. And there's the brand new one. Now I've checked it and it is the same size. So all we've got to do now is put a bit of gearbox oil around the lip here. Well, let's put the new gearbox seal in now. Well, what I've got is a little bit of exhaust pipe, but just about fits it perfect. There we go. And we've just got to tap it home now. Just keep checking, making sure you're going in even. Whoops. Keep going around, tapping it until you get it where the other seal used to be. Nearly there now. Well, let me have a look at that now. I think that's quite even all the way around. Yep. Let's get the light on it so we can see what we're doing. Perfect, that is. Yep, that's done, that is now. So just got to put dry shaft back in now. Oh, just put a bit of gearbox oil around the seal before we put the dry shaft back in. There we go. Let's go get the dry shaft. I've got the dry shaft. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to send it home now. So, get the copper on me, I do, and just give it a bit of a tap in. There you go, that's back in now. There you go, that's back in now, like you can see. It's fully in. Oh, let's get the rest of it done now. Oh, let's get this dry shaft in this end now. Bit of brute force. Oh, I've just got to put the lower arm back in now. The dry shaft's back in, so we'll just get the big nut now and put it on the end. Right, we'll just get the lower arm in now, in the bottom ball joint. There we go. Just tap that up. Perfect. Right, we're in my messy garage at the moment, so I want to show you a little thing. So we'll get the drill with the wire brush on, put it in the vise, not too tight, but just enough for oldie. I'll just plug it in, and then we want to clean up the nuts, pins, before we put them back on the car. There we go. That's just cleaned all the threads now on that bolt, so we can put some copper grease on and put it back on the car. Alright, here's some copper grease, what we're going to be using. There's the bolt. We'll just put a little tiny bit of copper grease on it. So if any time we want to work on the car again, it should come out a bit easier than what it did. Right, let's put the bolt back in. I'll just show you around here. Get you set up. There we go. There's where the bolt goes. I'll shove it back in. Get the hammer. Just get a bit of a drift and just drift it back in gently. There we go. Oh, we'll put a bit of copper grease now on these threads. There we go. Put that back on. I've just got to tighten it up now. Right, let's tighten this up now. I'll just make sure it's tight. There we go, that's tight enough. Right, we just tighten up this best we can with it up in the air. And we'll do that when the wheel goes back on. We drop it down with the weight of the car, then be able to tighten that nut up in the middle for the driveshaft. But there we go. All we've got to do now is fill the gearbox up, but we can do that once the car's on the floor again, on the ground, and then we'll fill it up. Right, we're just going to undo this plug now out the gearbox where we're going to fill it up in a bit. You've got to use these special things. There they are. So I normally just put it in. I get a wrench with a socket on. And we undo it. Oh, that's tight. Nice and steady. There we go. That's where we're going to have to fill it up now. And there's the plug out. There you go. Alright, let's jack it down now. There we go. Take out the axle stands now. Oh, let's lower it down on the floor. There we go. Right, let's fill up the gearbox now with some gearbox oil. Right, let's tighten up the hood nut now to the car so we don't forget. Yeah, exactly where it should be. Oh, I'm just going to knock down these now. You meant to put a new one on really if you're going to do this job, but I haven't got one yet. I'm going to have to buy one. There we go. Right, now I've kept one of these old bottles from another car, what I did, and filled it up with gearbox oil, and it's got the tube on it, so I always keep this. I bought this for this car, gearbox oil. So we'll get this poured into the little bottle. Better use a funnel because it will go everywhere if I don't. Just make sure it's clean. Just fill this up. There we go. Put that back on. Just put the lid on the other one. Alright, let's top it up now. Right, you've got to be careful now with this. It makes a mess. Oh, it's a bit awkward this is for getting. Sorry about that, I'm nudging the camera onto. I don't know if you're getting this, because it's in a very awkward place. Just squeeze it in until it starts to run out. There's one lot.